Good day, everybody. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing great. This is Dr. Nandi. For those of you who do not know me, I have solved all kinds of math problems and uploaded it in my channel. I have also uploaded all kinds of short travel videos all around the world. Maybe when you get a chance, take a look at these videos. You may like those. The question is, why do I solve math problems? I solve math problems so that people who are interested to know what steps you have to take to solve a math problem. Because people keep on complaining to me, math is very difficult. Yes, math is difficult, but if you know the correct steps, it's not too bad. And I'm going to show it to you today. Now, I have a request to make. Please do not quit halfway through. Please stick around. It's a short video, and I'll give you some important steps at the end of this program. So, without further ado, let's get started. Says find the sum of the infinite geometric series. Okay, 1/3 plus 1/9 plus 1 over 27 plus 1 over 81 plus dash 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 continue to infinity. So the question is, we have to find out what is the first term. We all see the first term. The move it down a little bit. First term in the geometric series is equal to A1. That is a common notation for the first term, in this case equal to 1/3. And then we need to know R, which is common ratio. So how do you do the common ratio? So you take the ratio as the name suggests, second term divided by the first term, divided by the first term. And that is equal to A2 over A1. So in our case, R, the common ratio is A2 is 1/9 divided by the first term is 1/3. Now, as you all know, when I divide by a term in the denominator and I bring it up to the numerator, it flips over. Okay, so and gets multiplied by. So this is equal to 1/9, which is the second term, multiplied by the term in the denominator but flipped around. That means it reverses or inverses itself. 1/3 became 3 over 1. Okay, and that will be equal to 3 goes into 9. 3 goes into itself one time, and 9 three times, because 3 times 3 is 9. So the common ratio R is equal to 1 over 3, 1/3. Now the formula, the formula for the sum of an infinite series is S. S is the sum. So let me move this a little bit up first. So S is equal to, it is A1 divided by 1 minus the common ratio. So in our case, S is equal to, my A1, remember, is 1/3 divided by 1 minus common ratio is 1/3. So this is 1/3 divided by 1, I can write as 3 over 3 minus 1 over 3. Why did I convert 1 to 3 over 3? So that I have the same denominator in the denominator, which is 3. So 1 I wrote as 3 over 3 and left the 1/3 alone. So this becomes equal to 1/3 divided by 3 over 3 minus 1 divided by 3, or equal to 1/3 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2/3. So then S is equal, let me erase that and write it over here. So S is equal to 1/3, like I explained before. When you divide by term in the denominator and you bring it up to the numerator, it flips or reverses. So 2/3 will become equal to 3 multiplied by, instead of 2/3 in the denominator, I flip it over, is 3 over 2. This 3 cancels with this 3, 1, and the answer is 1 over 2. So this is your final answer. Half. That is the sum of the infinite series. Okay. Okay, that is the answer to the problem. So let me recapitulate what I did. First, I realize this is an infinite geometric series. The first term is 1/3, the second term is 1/9. So I need to find the common ratio. What is a common ratio? Is the ratio of two consecutive terms in a geometric series like this one. Okay, so the second term divided by the first term. Second term is 1/9 divided by first term is 1/3. So that is 1/9, and I will bring the denominator term in the numerator by multiplication, but it will flip over. So it's 1/9 times 3 over 1, which is 3 cancels with 9, 3 goes into 9, 3 times 3 goes into itself 1. So the answer is common ratio is 1/3. Why do I need the common ratio? That is the ratio of two consecutive terms in this geometric series, because then I can solve the sum of this infinite series, which is given by this formula. It is the ratio of the first term divided by 1 minus r, where r is the common ratio. Now in my series, A1 is 1/3, r is also 1/3. So that means my sum S is equal to 1/3 divided by 1 minus 1 over 3, R being 1 over 3, common ratio. Now in the denominator, I will convert the 1 to 3 over 3. Why did I do that? So that I can subtract the other term 1/3 from 3 over 3 in the denominator. Remember, when you want to subtract a whole number from the fraction, the denominator should be same. The denominator in the second term is 1/3. Therefore, I converted 1 to 3 over 3. And now it becomes easy. 3 minus 1 in the numerator is 2/3. So I have 1/3 divided by 2/3. Now I will multiply by bringing 2/3 in the numerator by flipping it over. So 1/3 times 3 over 2, the threes cancel out one times. So the final answer, the sum is half. Okay, I stop here today. I know you may have some questions. Yes, you may have some questions. Please do not hesitate to write me a comment in the comment area, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, let me know where you are watching this video from. What time is it at your place? If you like this video, please give me thumbs up. If you like this video, please uh, subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button. And please do not forget to click on the bell button. You will be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, that's it for today. I hope to see you next time tomorrow. I'll be back with another interesting video. Take care. Have a nice day. See you.